you ready for Clifford's Corner podcast?
Yes!
With your host, Clifford English. Turn your speakers up, cause the episodes be tripping.
Got that drip. I got the drip.
He's talking about society, culture, and more. What you need to know, when you need to know. And now, here's your host,
They call me.
Clifford English.
There we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Clifford's Corner, where we encourage, where we empower, where we equip, where we educate, and we entertain you. So I want to say thank you. Excuse me, my throat is scratchy. I just want to say thank you for everybody that's been patient as we reintroduce our podcast. When we first initially started in September, we talked about everything that we were going to be covering on the show, and we will going to just reiterate what we're going to be doing. The show will be covering all different types of topics. You name it, we're going to cover it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. We're going to argue it. We're going to debate it. Do not go into my DMs and give me any hot, your business and get mad at me and all of that. Even though we do want to be controversial, we do want you to come back and tune in. We also want you to like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. So the last time we talked, the last show we did, we talked about relationships. So we try to stay away from the religious subjects. However, I am a believer, and we will be bringing in guests that will pique your curiosity relative to where you stand with God. And that's important. So I do want you to also be a part of the show. So if you have any comments, you have any recommendations for the show, we definitely want you to give your input to the show. We want you to email us at thecliffordscorner@gmail.com. Once again, that's thecliffordscorner@gmail.com. Email me your ideas for the podcast. If you have topics that you want to discuss, you're certainly welcome to email me, or you can send me a message, and we will try to talk about your topics. We are also going to be doing a who has the best apple pie in Houston? Who has that? Who has the best fried chicken? And I don't need to bring in any judges for that. I'm gonna personally judge that on my own. If you are a business owner and you would like to have your business sponsor the show, you can also reach out to me at thecliffordscorner@gmail.com. I'm going to send up the email right there. You can email me, and we will show you how to get hooked up, because you need to advertise your business. Consider advertising your business through the power of the Clifford's Corner podcast. So we want you also to be like the Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like the Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we will be through the modern technology. We're at Your Life. Is that right, Miriam? Shout out to Miriam, who's in here. Very tech savvy young lady. She did everything. I didn't do anything. I just got behind this microphone because I'm not a computer person at all. And I don't claim to be, and I'm not going to try to be. Clint Eastwood says man has to know their limitations. So we're able, through the power of modern technology, to bring in our guests whenever they're available and actually able to broadcast at a different date. So we haven't necessarily set a date when we're going to say we're going to be going live on Saturdays every Saturday. We will in the future do that, because we like to have a schedule to where we can have a specific time and date set aside, so that way you can block out that time to be a part of the podcast. So we want you to be a part of what we're doing. Our first guest will be recording artist Trey 9. You can look him up, Google that guy. He's been mainstream. He's been a gospel artist, very talented, gives a lot of input, a lot of time to the community. So Trey 9 is going to be coming in this week to do our first show. And then I have an attorney friend of mine that's going to be coming on. So I have found out that the messy shows bring in more, get you more views. And what we've seen historically with Clifford's Corner is, like, now we don't have live views right now, but we've seen where when we go to YouTube after the show, people are viewing. So you still have an opportunity to from your social media page to actually share it. Once we log off, you can actually share it and view this particular segment, or go to our YouTube channel and view segments that have been in the past. Wait a minute. There we go. So I did the sound effects right there. So that's modern technology right there. It's clapping for me. So yeah, so we can actually go back and review, and we've seen the topics again that are controversial. So let's talk about this. The young lady that was an Olympic sprinter, I think she's from Dallas, Texas. A lot of people are dragging her on social media about her use of marijuana. Now, I don't want anybody going out here saying that Clifford said it's okay to use marijuana. I didn't say that, and I didn't say it wasn't okay. What I'm saying is this, and I didn't come on to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it right now because it's my show and I can do it. I disagree with her timing of using it. You getting ready to go to the Olympics, you potentially could be making history. The girl is fast. There's no doubt that if she would have ran whatever this 100 or whatever it was, she would have shattered, I think, Flojo's record. There's no doubt about that. But you chose to go smoke some weed, and now, because of them restricting you, you can only participate, I think, in the 4x1. Now, imagine how impactful that has been on her. When I think about it, but one thing I like about what she did was she did not blame anybody else. We as people of color, I'm gonna say that because I've been black all my life. We as people of color, not necessarily that. Let me take that back. I take that back this one time. We don't like to take the blame. We say, it's just like when people do things, they blame everybody else. Well, I came from a family where it was only a single parent, and my dad was this and my mom was that, and that's why I turned out this way. You lying, shake your head, no, that's not how it goes. She basically took responsibility for what she did. Now, is it going to impact her down the road? Of course it is. Is it going to be a game changer for her as far as getting endorsements? Of course it is. I don't know if Nike or whoever it is going to stick by her. But it's not the end of the world. She can still bounce back from that. And I look to see her down the road. I look to see her in future events. I look to see her, being because she's a model athlete, and this one indiscretion. And we need to be careful when we start pointing fingers and blaming people and looking at why they did it, and forget about all the messy and nasty stuff that you've done. We need to be careful not to be quick to judge her, because she's young and she still has, and everybody in here has been young. If you're my age and you're lucky to be my age and you still living to be my age, then you did something that probably nobody knows about it, but you and God. You did something that you probably shouldn't have done, and you wanted people to forget about it. You wanted people to forget real quick about what you did. So those are the type of things that young lady. I don't necessarily want to do politics. Politics, the last administration. And wait a minute, let me say this. When I say this, if you don't want to log in to my show because of my opinion, I'll holler at you later. I ain't mad at you. The last administration brought out the worst in people, period. End of discussion. The last administration brought out the undercover racist, however you look at it, in a lot of people. And that's the truth. You found out folks that you thought was not racist, that they really were. Wait a minute. And if you have to post on social media that I have friends of another nationality, take it from Clifford's Corner, your behind is a racist, period. If you have to constantly tell me you're not a racist, and racism is not categorized to one specific race. A lot of people look at people and say, "Oh, that guy's a racist because of this nationality." Racist people come from all different nationalities. They do, and that's a fact. I can't look at somebody that's not the same color as me and tell if they're a racist. But when you open your mouth, I can pretty much determine that. When I scroll down your social media page and you make comments, and then all of the comments that agree with you, the people look like you, they racist, period, in discussion. I mean, so I kind of want to shy away from that. However, we're going to bring up, touchy situations. I'm going to bring people in here to Your Life Media. And this is a state-of-the-art studio, by the way. I'm going to bring people in here that don't necessarily agree with me because of the way I look. I'm going to bring people into my show, my podcast, who disagree with me from a religious standpoint. And I'm not going to debate with you about your religion. I believe the Bible. And when I leave out of here, I'm still believing the Bible, period. I don't care if you speak in tongues. I don't care if you don't speak in tongues. I don't care if you pouring oil. That doesn't matter to me. And you're not going to be able to convince me of anything else. But those are the type of topics: relationships, married, single, cheating, side piece. We're going to bring it up. We're going to talk about all of. I'm going to find me some side pieces and bring them in here and find out, what is it? Why are you happy being a side piece? Is it okay being a side piece? Do you aspire to be anything other than a side piece? I mean, some people, that's what they want to do. I mean, I'm married. I've been married over 20 years. And I'm going to say this, my wife is listening. My wife is not leaving me because she don't want me to be happy. So, it is what it is. So those are the type of topics. Those are the type of subjects that we are planning on doing with the podcast. So it is very crucial that as we move forward, that we bring you content. No podcast is any good without content, to where we want you wanting more. We want you to want to tune in to Clifford's Corner podcast to see, what in the world is this dude going to be talking about? We want you to get in the comments and say, you know what, I disagree with you. So I can click this button, pull your comments up, and we can argue that point. And you know what? And when we argue, we still cool. You don't have to be mad at me because I don't agree with what you agree with. We don't have to, that's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. And your opinion is just that. It doesn't make it gospel. It doesn't, a lot of times when you're talking to people, and I listen to other podcasts because that's the only way you can be great, is to see what other people are doing. I've seen where people come on other guys' podcasts and they literally shut down the mic on them because they don't disagree with they disagree with them. I'm not going to shut down the mic, but you can't call in here, and I don't want you calling in because I'm too afraid of what you're going to say. And I have the option to pop your comments up in the comments bar. I can read your comments on the screen right now. I don't have to show anybody, and then we can go from there. So again, if you have topics for the show, put the email back up there. Send your topics for the show to the Clifford's Corner Show at gmail.com. Once again, that's the Clifford's Corner Show at gmail.com. We encourage you to like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are a business and you would like your business you would like to sponsor the show or a particular show, you want to sponsor for a month, you want to sponsor for one specific show, you can reach out to me again at thecliffordscorner@gmail.com, and we will show you how to get that done. So having said that, we've been on the air 14 minutes and 53 seconds. We're going to shut down because this is very quick. Just wanted to let you know. Again, we have Trey 9 is going to be coming in next week to do our first podcast. And from there, we'll be on once a week. We have not determined specifically what day, but we will broadcast weekly. I'm looking at Saturdays, but again, we can do it whenever we want to. We can actually do the show 2 or 3 times, again, through the power of modern technology. So again, I want to thank Miriam coming in. Hey, what's up? I'm waving at coming in to help me. She's what's your position here? Tech? Audio visual, and she did everything because I didn't know how to do it. I'm just sitting here, got everything look nice. This is state of the art facility. Again, want to thank you for tuning in. So again, reach out to me via email at thecliffordscornershow@gmail.com. And we will take all your requests for the shows. We will take all of your your opinions. We will listen to those. All of your ideas to make us great, because that's exactly what we want to do. So we will see you in a week.
You've been listening to Clifford's Corner podcast.
Look what I do. Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram.